YouTube family, welcome back to another pickups video. You could have been doing anything right now, but you decided to tune in with me, and I appreciate that. If it's your first time here though, I'm DevanOnDeck, and this is the one series on my channel where we just kind of chill. You know, we talk a little life, talk a little fashion, and I go over all my pickups from the previous month. So obviously, we're in June, so that's why this video is titled May. You get it, you get it. We're going over accessories, shoes, clothing, and at the very end of the video, everybody's favorite part, apparently, the real life update, where I give you updates from my real life. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, starting with accessories, the first thing I want to show y'all are these shades that I got from Ray-Ban. These are a collab with F1 driver Carlos Sainz Jr. I might be pronouncing this name wrong, but I know he drives for Spain, and that's kind of the inspiration for this colorway. The red detail on the end of the arms. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but these Wayfarers are actually made of a lighter material. They're a lot thinner, but still like very strong and rigid, which goes into the racing theme, right? You want your car to be light, strong, and fast. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's a great collab. The only thing is that they don't really look good to me on my face. So most likely by the time this video comes out, these will be up on my Depop. So if a square frame is a good shape for you, I'll link it down below for you. And then we have these anime-inspired truckers from my creative studio, ONDECK. Now we got a lot of releases coming in like the fall, winter that are like much more exciting, but I wanted to drop this to let y'all know that I hear y'all, okay? We see the comments, we see all the DMs, we see the emails. I know you guys want a hat restock, so we thought we'd give you something that is more breathable for the hot weather and a couple new colors that you guys haven't seen from us yet. And if you want to know the exact date they're coming out so that you're first in line, make sure you hit that link that I put below the like button. It'll take you right to the website, a little pop-up, put your email in there, and you're good to go. Now moving on to footwear, there's only one shoe that I bought this month, and it's the Dress Mule by 𝗕𝗓𝗓. Jerry Lorenzo has the ability to make any shoe just look modern and sleek and futuristic, yet timeless. He's not perfect at everything, but his strong suit, in my opinion, is footwear. And these shoes are no exception. They look like a modern, fast car. Oh, and did I mention these have a wooden sole? Now it is flexible. I have tested around walking in them, but they were super slippery. So I took them over to my shoe repair guy and had him add some Vibram grip on the bottom, so they're a little bit softer to walk in, and I'm not slipping and sliding everywhere. These are definitely the dressiest shoes in my collection, and I can't wait to show y'all the outfits I have planned with these. And if you're looking for an affordable alternative, there's not an exact one-to-one comparison. However, I did find two similar ones, one casual, one a little bit more dressy, and the links are under the like button. Now the last thing I want to show y'all in the shoe section are these two insoles. Now they're both fairly inexpensive. The thinner pair is like $7, but I'm telling you, this is the perfect tool to have in your footwear arsenal. If you have a shoe that's like a little bit too big, maybe your heel's slipping out of it, throw this bad boy in there and it will fit perfectly. Or if it's a little tight, you can also just cut them in half or cut them like right below the ball of your foot, and it'll hit just exactly how it's supposed to. Okay, I have so many of these, or like halves of these in certain shoes, especially like loafers, because they stretch out. Okay, now moving on to clothing. Now this is the beefiest part of the video, so buckle up. If you're thirsty, feel free to pause and like get something to drink and come back. It's gonna be a good like 5 minutes at least. So I'm gonna start this by saying that my spring summer shirt game is about to be crazy this year, and it's all the way done, and most of it is from Walmart. I kid you not. Now I already did a try on video on TikTok and Reels, so if you haven't seen it, I'll just put it on the screen for you right now. But I really wanted to show you these again as an example of what it looks like after you take it to the tailor. If you look at the fits of how it fits my body now versus how it fit right fresh out the box, huge difference, right? And all I did was get these hemmed up to the height of my torso and a blunt straight cut. So depending on where you go, a hem should cost you around like $10. Every shirt that I'm showing you is between 12 and 20. So for 30 bucks max, you have a shirt that fits you perfectly and it's gonna last you for a long time. All of these are shirts with character, but nothing's too crazy. Like, you got some good texture, but everything else is pretty classic for the most part, in my opinion. Now, the only one that I took an extra step on was this blue one, is because I saw this on the Walmart website. It immediately reminded me of this Comme des Garçons shirt that I saw in Japan. And then I also saw a similar one by a brand called Tanaka, also in Japan, and they took the collar off and made it more of a band collar, a Mandarin collar. So I kind of combined my inspirations from both of those shirts and made it out of this one. So again, shirt was 25 bucks, hemming plus collar 20 bucks, so $45 instead of a $400+ shirt. You get what I'm saying. saying? It looks great, and I'm really happy I did this. And moving on to the next shirt I want to show y'all, a very much a not affordable shirt, but this is by Bathing Ape. This is their classic camo button down. They bring this shirt like every year out, and I've been looking at it now for 7 years. So here we go. Now, you know, saying yes, I finally want one. So I got one. This is like my one shirt splurge for the year, and it's silky, as you can see. I think it's like a sublimated print. I purposely got it in the XL so it fit a little bit looser, and then obviously I got it hemmed up with the blunt cut like I told y'all. And I might take that logo off the pocket. I feel like it's a little OD, but I don't know. I wear it once, maybe it'll grow on me. We'll see. And then we have these Levi's that I also got from Walmart. Now I did a full try on video. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it up on the screen for you right now. The boot cut and the tapered I both liked. Mostly the boot cut because I don't really wear slim jeans as much these days, but they were both just too tight in the seat, in the crotch, and the thighs. Like I should have went up a couple waist sizes and then just kind of got them taken in just so they have a little bit more room. But my two favorite pair that I did keep are the regular fit and the carpenter fit. These are both gonna be looser, more straight leg, relaxed fits. And if you look at the details, you notice that these are not the red tab Levi's you might be used to. They're intentionally made to be more affordable and accessible to the everyday person. So no, you don't have like the same fabric weight or maybe not the exact same washes, but you're still gonna find those quality details you'd expect from Levi's, like the rivets on the pockets, the reinforced stitching and bar tacks on stress areas. And in my opinion, these two fit really well fresh out the box. These are all gonna run you about 20 bucks. So if you like them, you know where to find the links. Now let me show y'all these pants by 𝗜𝗳𝗓𝗓. Now these are a part of his newest collection he just brought out. These are the warped camo denim. As you can see, they have this like light bow leg in the shape, kind of reminiscent to like cowboy pants. And even though they're called jeans, they feel like very lightweight canvas almost, or like a twill. So they're perfect for the summer in my opinion. But one thing that I did add myself, or rather took it to my tailor to add, are the adjustable side tabs I put on there. For these pants, I really wanted to not use a belt if I didn't have to, and the tabs allow me to wear them higher on my waist, like on my actual waist, so they float a little bit, and then when I loosen them, they can cover the shoe completely. And coincidentally, these next jeans I'm about to show you also have that bow leg shape, and it's by a brand called 𝗜𝗓𝗦 based out of Korea. Now I want to say these are a little bit more dramatic, and they were able to achieve this by putting together several pairs of vintage Levi's. I think it's only like 2 pairs though for real, but as you can see, that side panel used to be like the butt of the other jean. You see like where the pocket used to be. I think it's a really cool concept. They basically like deconstruct them, put them back together, dye them all over again, and then create a whole new silhouette and a whole new jean, and still maintain like that very like worn, rugged vintage feel. And surprisingly, it's really affordable considering all that goes into making these. I feel like if you sold these in LA or New York, they would hit you over the head for like $300, $400, $500, but I think these cost me like 90 bucks. And not all their pants are gonna be this shape. This is kind of just what I'm into right now. But if you want something that's a little bit more unique that no one else is gonna have, basically everything on their website is one-on-one. So there you go. Okay, so now for the real life update. Let me tell y'all about the ankle injury that I just survived literally yesterday, okay? As I'm filming this video, it hasn't even been 24 hours since I've been to the doctor, all right? And the craziest part is I did nothing for the injury to come about. Let me explain. So y'all know I'm a fairly active dude, okay? I work out 5-6 days a week, and I go hiking like 3 days a week. If you see my Instagram stories, you know I do the same hike all the time, okay? So I might have did the hike the day before this happened. The day after, I'm chill, okay? It's a rest day. I'm doing no working out. I go to my boy's birthday dinner, come home like 2 hours later, come to the door, kick my shoes off as you do, and then I walk to my kitchen, get some dessert for my wife. I bring it to her. By the time I get to my wife, I might have taken 20 steps total in my crib. I'm like, ooh, that feels weird. Did I step wrong? But I feel a little pain like at the top of my foot. I'm like, okay, let me take a seat. Sit down for a couple minutes, get up, get some water, right? I'm a little thirsty. About 4 steps in, I feel it again. I'm like, that's weird. So now the pain done went from a 3 to a 12 out of 10 within 5 to 7 minutes. That one thing disabled me, bro. It just completely nerfed me. You should have seen me trying to get from this living room up to my bedroom, which is a flight of stairs. You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street? And when he got hella high off them Quaaludes and how it was like it was like that. Like not as dramatic, but that's how I felt. It felt like I was sweating. I couldn't put any weight on my foot. My wife was trying not to laugh at me, but I had to take like 3 Advils and meditate. Then I finally was able to fall asleep. Coincidentally, I had an appointment the next day with my foot and ankle doctor already. So look at God, appreciate the timing. Anyway, next morning, I go to her. I tell her the whole story that I just told y'all. And after an x-ray and like a physical exam, she told me I had sports ankle. I'm not sure if you've ever experienced sports ankle before. I never heard of that because I didn't play sports growing up. Usually it's very like, you know what it is. It's you did something and then that's why you got the sports ankle. I didn't twist it, I didn't roll it, nothing happened. She's like, look, you're in your 30s, things happen. I can't tell you to be less active. I know you don't want to do that, but I can give you a shot. I tell you, an hour later, I was perfectly fine. But yeah, just a crazy, crazy situation that I would have never told anybody. So here y'all go. Okay, now this next one, I might cut out the video, we'll see, but I'm about to be a dad. I've been wanting to tell y'all about this for months because I've known, obviously, for a while. But let's just say next year is gonna be different. Very different for me. I am very excited, obviously, very nervous. I've never been a dad before. I just really want to be a good parent, you know? I really want to take this seriously. One of my boys asked me too, he was like, yo, like, what do you really want to teach your child? You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know, you know? I'd rather focus on letting them show me who they are, you know what I mean? And just nurturing that. If I think about the best parts of my childhood, it's when I was able to be free to like be myself, you know what I mean? And the worst parts is when people would try to shrink me. So I think I just want to nurture that kid to be the best version of themselves. Yeah, I'm not really dead set on like, you have to be this way. I won't be that parent. But yeah, I can go on and on, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's fucking huge news. My life's about to change forever. I haven't done any shopping yet though. I haven't bought no clothes yet. I haven't bought a crib yet. We ain't got no, nothing. We just are still processing it. And you know, obviously it's still pretty early, so we don't gotta rush to get those things, but I can't wait to dress this kid. I know that. And last but not least, I'm gonna wrap this video up, but I wanna tell you about my last therapy session. One thing that I learned about myself is that I'm really good at being a friend to everyone but me, if that makes sense. And not that I even realized I was being negative. I don't feel like I'm negative to myself, but I don't give myself enough credit. And I'll give you an example. So my pattern has been for years that if I don't check off everything on my box of the day, I feel like the day was an L. Like I did not win the day if I didn't do everything on my list. So that will cause me to get up hella early and go to sleep hella late if I overshot, right? If my eyes are bigger than my stomach or bigger than what I could actually achieve in that day or somewhat longer, nah, I gotta finish this thing. And I feel like that's just not a good way to lead your life. And as y'all know, I kind of pulled back on some of that, but mentally and in my heart, I still feel disappointed if I don't finish it. So I'll still stop my day at like 7, 6, right? So I can have dinner with Shanae, you know, and spend time with her before I go to bed, but I still would feel disappointed. I would end the day not satisfied. And it's been like that for years now, like 2, 3 years. And after kind of talking to my therapist about it, we had to unpack it of the source of like where that comes from. And it's kind of this whole like deeper like beef that I have with time. Like I've never really been able to accept death as a thing. Like I know it has to happen, but I don't like it. I don't like that it has to. So that's why for me, I want to take advantage of every single day. I want to make sure I'm maximizing every single moment. You know what I mean? It's kind of becoming an obsession for me that blinds me from really enjoying the day. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to win the day and check off your list, and a whole other thing to actually just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like I give you an even better example. So we had one day where we had like 2 doctor's appointments back to back because again, Shanae's pregnant, so we had to do some scans and some ultrasounds and some blood work and all that type of stuff. And you know, I see my baby moving around in my wife's stomach and it was beautiful. You know, I got teary-eyed. It was a great moment. I got to hear my kid's heartbeat. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the best day. And then after the doctor, we had in and out. It was gorgeous. But I didn't start my work day until 3 o'clock, right? My work day usually starts about 9. So I lost a lot of hours there and I only have what, 3 hours left, right? So I did like 1 thing, 2 things, and I still found myself very disappointed. It's like I'm stealing the joy from myself. You get what I'm saying? I'm still kind of like cheating. I didn't fully grow out of what I thought I grew out of back in 2020 when I kind of shifted my life, right? When I lost all that weight and started like getting my mind right. But still, even though I'm working less, I still feel bad about it. I'm not letting myself like enjoy and just like embrace the moment, man. So I'm working on that. And the one way I'm working on it, if you deal with this too, I start my day now with 4 things I say. 1, what am I grateful for, right? Really easy to do. I'm thankful for being alive, for my family, for the shoes on my feet, whatever you feel grateful for. Number 2, ask yourself what your intentions are for the day. For me, that's always like a list of things I have to do, but I try to think about like what attitude I want to do it with. 3rd, I say, what do I deserve? That's a harder question to answer. I'm not used to answering or asking that question of myself. So that'll force you to be compassionate towards towards yourself. And the last one is, what will make me excited today? Again, these are questions that are just tougher for me to answer because I don't think about that way. For me, these are the kind of questions I would ask a friend or a family member or somebody that I love, right? But why not start with myself? You feel me? So I'm working on it. You know what I mean? It's day by day, you know, time by time. So I'll let you know how this is a month from now while I put this into practice. If you guys want to try this too, I would appreciate that, because then we can do it together and we can check in next month to see how we all feel. But yeah, every day, start my day with those 4 things. And lately it's been interesting. You know what I mean? It's been a stretch to answer those last 2 questions especially, but it's good to kind of frame my day in the beginning so I don't put so much pressure for it to go perfect. Days are to be enjoyed, not necessarily not achieved, you know? Yeah, that's kind of a bar. Days are to be enjoyed, not achieved. I like it. Anyway, I'm done ranting. That is the whole video. I'm not sure how long this thing gonna be, but probably pretty long. So if you stay to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really enjoy talking with y'all and just, you know, doing what we do. So thank you so much for your time, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.